everyone, I'm Wolf Blitzer, and this is your toy drama extraordinaire special. I first want to start off with the disclaimer that I'm not a drama channel, and so if this stuff seems loosely put together and poorly researched, that's because it 100% is. There are things that I would have done if I was a drama channel that I didn't do, which includes reaching out to literally anyone else to talk about this. I'm willing to bet that there are things that have happened before and after this event that I'm not aware of, and I just want you to keep that in mind when you listen to my perspective on it. I have debated a lot about whether or not to give my opinion on different toy-related dramas that have kind of happened over the past year or so. There's not that much, but I've really debated for a long time about whether or not I wanted to make these type of videos, but I decided just to do it. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into our first story. Our first story tonight is about two American Girl doll custom wig makers and how they've pretty much gone after each other on social media. And this was kind of crazy to me. Basically what happened was I'm in a handful of American Girl Facebook groups for like buying and selling, and a couple of those are custom American Girl specific, but for this first story, I'm going to talk about it in the order that I saw it, not in the order that it may have actually been posted. I think that there's stuff beforehand that I missed and some stuff after that I missed. So I'm just saying like what I saw in the order that it was in. And I'm going to include screenshots for you guys because it's definitely important when we are looking at the story. So basically this Facebook group I'm in, Beautifully Custom, which is a custom American Girl doll wig maker, and she also makes open and shut eyes for customizing. She basically posted in this Facebook group like she called it like notice, and she essentially was like, I'm in this other custom Facebook group and I'm not allowed to advertise my products anymore because this other wig maker, Exquisite Doll Designs on Etsy, has pretty much worked with the admin team to get me banned from posting there. And I was like, interesting. So she starts off her message with saying that she says, years of my products being blatantly copied. So my understanding is that the core of this dispute is that Beautifully Custom believes that she is the originator of custom doll wigs for American Girl, and that she's not really like being acknowledged as the originator and that other people have stolen her idea. Okay, something that really annoyed me is that like in her like defense of herself, she mentions that she's a mom of 4 and that she is God honoring and a loving Christian. That has nothing to do with doll wigs. Why did you bring that up? It annoys me so much when people try and use, especially their religion, but also like their identity to be like, oh, I'm like a trustworthy person. Just be a trustworthy person and it'll shine through. Like, don't... it just really irks me. It's just a pet peeve. She says that she has been falsely accused. I don't know what of. She never even says, like, what the lies were. She just says, Sherry, who is Exquisite Doll Designs, she just says, Sherry lies about me. But she doesn't say what the lies are. She just, like, she says it multiple times in her post. So there's kind of, like, this fight going on about glitter wigs, which are, like, a newer ish trend, at least for 18-inch dolls, and they're pretty much exactly like what you're imagining. It's like hair, and then there's like strands of glitter in it. Really not that deep. I think there are like several LOL dolls that have that kind of hair. I think Monster High is pretty common in them. There's a lot going on. I just find it so weird that this fight is literally over glitter wigs, but whatever. Beautifully Custom also spends a decent amount of the post talking about where the actual wigs come from, and like the crux of her issue is that Exquisite Doll Designs uses cheaper wigs, and so they sell them for less. And I'll be honest, I am broke. These are my two custom dolls. As you can see, they're not like super duper customized. They're definitely, they haven't even been eye swapped. I still haven't eye swapped a doll because I'm so scared to do it. But, you know, I have very minimal changes, and when I am customizing a doll, I'm not going to spend $50 on a wig. Back like maybe a year ago when I was looking, pretty much all of Beautifully Custom's wigs were so expensive like that. And so she's basically saying like, well, Sherry uses cheaper quality wigs, and it's like, well, yeah, and she sells them for less money, and people, like, the market is what people will pay for. It's just a basic, like, economic principle. Like, anybody who's taken a high school economics class will tell you it's a supply and demand thing. If people are willing to pay $50 for, you know, a Beautifully Custom hair wig, then they are. But most people are gonna pick a $30 wig. Because, you know, a lot of us aren't that fussy. We're just not. So Beautifully Custom is now using the same factory as Exquisite Doll Designs. So she can also offer lower price. Which I'm like, okay. Good, I guess. It's just, the whole dispute is so weird. Then she goes on to say that Exquisite Doll Designs steals wig ideas. This also kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because the wigs are based off of popular hairstyles. So, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, you don't really, like, chicken and the egg type situation. You don't really know which one came first. You know, this doll has, like, a blonde ombre kind of hairstyle. Because this is really popular. This is a really popular hairstyle, especially in, like, 2015. And, you know, she's kind of got, like, a balayage kind of thing going on with bangs. And it's, like, because it's a popular hairstyle. So, like, when you're copying, like, real-life trends because people want them for their dolls, it just seems so weird to me to be like, this is an original idea, 100%. It's like saying, like, oh, I made the first doll bed. And it's like, yeah, good job. It's based off of a real bed. This whole point of dolls. You don't see American Girl getting into, like, these huge fights with our generation over who created what first, because at the end of the day, it's like, oh, you both have bowling alleys? Well, they're based off of real-life bowling alleys. If I sound like I'm being really harsh, it's only because it really, really rubbed me the wrong way that her essential complaint was like, I have a business, and then this person made a business, and we do the same thing, and she outcompetes me because she sells lower prices. And it's like, yeah, because that's what the market is. Like, you're not entitled to, you know, all the world's success. So then she says this. She goes, You should know the truth about how Sherry has run her business. She has been ruthless, she has been nasty, she has outright lied to me, she has lied about me. Oh, she has lied to others about me. She has stolen my designs and undercut my prices so many times. She's not friendly. Oh, okay. So then she's talking about, like, they're getting, you know. And she's getting into a fight about the glitter again. And then she says, well, rainbow wigs were my idea. And it's like, again, it's based off of a real-life hair trend. You can't just say, like, oh, I'm the creator of this, when it's like, it's literally a doll-sized item. So that was pretty much all of that. And then, you know, she kind of went back to normal. So then, after I saw that, I saw Exquisite Doll Designs kind of responded. And they posted this thing, and it says, if you are a dynamic, successful individual, highly charismatic, popular, or all of these things, then at some point you are guaranteed to be the target of character assassination. Given how damaging character assassination can be, it's worthwhile having in your toolkit the means to survive one. And not just survive, prevail. Stay positive and professional always. Work hard and work harder. Oh my lord. So then she says, every good business is the victim of slander. Best thing to do, work harder and work better. Even when you have proof in your back pocket, disregard. Never entertain. Never stoop. And then, I thought this was interesting. She said, happy Friday. Oh, sorry. So for Dolls from here on YouTube said, happy... Basically, So for Dolls here on YouTube and also on Instagram said, I'm going to continue to support Exquisite Doll Designs. And she has been a huge supporter of Exquisite Doll Designs. So, I wasn't, like, super duper surprised to see that. Now, I just want to say, in full disclosure, both of these dolls, they have wigs from Exquisite Doll Designs. And you know why? Because they were cheap! Oh my gosh. I got a good deal on both of their wigs. Imagine that. I don't even know. I just found the whole situation so weird, and it just seems like, to me, my interpretation is that maybe Exquisite Doll Designs made a comment to someone or somewhere about glitter wigs, and then it just snowballed into this whole thing. But if your competitor is out competing you, you need to look within to figure out what's wrong. And it seems to me like the issue is that Beautifully Custom is selling high quality wigs at a high price, and people would rather have lower quality at a lower price. That's just my perspective. Okay guys, so speaking of, oh man, speaking of customs, there was something else that happened this week. There was a massive takedown on Etsy of LOL Surprise custom dolls. So for those of you who don't know, some people take their duplicates and they paint them. There are some really, really awesome ones, and actually a lot of them end up being LOL dolls in the future. So people will see the people who work for MGAE, who makes LOL dolls, they will see them and they will get inspired. So a good example of this is kind of like the Wizard of Oz. We have a handful of Wizard of Oz themed dolls now, and the first place I ever saw that was Customs, and they were totally cute. But what does a takedown mean? Well, essentially what happened was the company who sells LOL dolls, they went on to Etsy and they removed everybody who was selling repainted LOL dolls. Personally, I think this is a terrible idea for them from a business standpoint, First of all, picking on customers doesn't really get you very far. Second of all, people are gonna buy less LOL dolls if they can't, you know, get rid of the duplicates. Usually when I purchase LOL dolls for my YouTube channel, I try and buy a full box because it guarantees that you get the least amount of duplicates. And sometimes when I can't do that, I straight up don't buy that many. I will get, instead of getting like 12, I'll get like 3. I mean, overall, I just think it's crazy and kind of dumb of them to target people for repainting them. It's free press, and like I mentioned earlier, they like to take the ideas anyway. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is actually not drama at all. It's just something cool that happened. So I have, as you can see, the lovely Our Generation Beekeeper doll here. And I have kind of a fun story about this. So, like I mentioned, I'm in a bunch of American Girl Facebook groups. And a couple years ago, before Luciana was released, we were discussing her on this Facebook page. And believe it or not, although most people were very happy with Luciana, some people were not happy with Luciana, and they thought her theme was dumb, and that it was heavy-handed, and it was very social justice, and blah 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 blah, which I think is ridiculous. I love Luciana. 1, she's a gorgeous doll, and 2, I think her theme is so cute. But anyway, in this big discussion, we talked about all the different possibilities, and I said in a Facebook comment that I thought they should create a line of professional theme dolls. And if that sounds familiar, it's because Our Generation straight up took my idea from my comment in this American Girl Facebook group and totally stole it and turned it into a bunch of dolls, which is really crazy and super cool. I'm not mad about it. When it happened, I was like, I just like couldn't even believe that it had happened. But basically, I left a comment and I said, you know, we should have a professional line. And I kind of listed a bunch of different ones, like a police officer, you know, and her story could be that, like, her dad's a police officer, and maybe she's a hall monitor, whatever. And I mentioned specifically, like, a woodworker, because in high school I had a female friend who was very into woodworking, and I remember thinking that was really cool. And then I ended my comment with, and you know what? We need a beekeeper. Where is my beekeeper? And it was so funny because several people spoke up and were like, oh my gosh, a beekeeper, how cute would that be? Blah, blah, blah. And I said beekeeper because, honestly, isn't that just, like, so random? I said it because growing up, one of my best friends kept bees. So I was kind of thinking of her when I proposed it as an idea. Lo and behold, like 4 to 5 months later, basically the amount of time it takes to produce an entire doll line, suddenly Our Generation has completely rebranded this line of dolls as professional dolls, and it has a freaking beekeeper and a carpenter in it. I couldn't believe it. And at first I was like, they stole my idea, what the heck? Then I thought about it and I was like, that's so cool. That is seriously so cool. And the other thing I love is she is so cute, and her and the other beekeeper doll they made are like 2 of the prettiest dolls I think Our Generation has ever made. Seriously, she is just gorgeous. So I am very excited to finally unbox her. She has been sitting in my room for forever, but Yeah, my Beekeeper doll. I'm just so excited about it. And if you want to write it off and say, oh, that's a coincidence, I'm not mad about it. You don't have to, agree with me, but I mean, we do know for sure that they take ideas from these Facebook groups, and it was just too uncanny. Like, the fact that I had said a beekeeper and a carpenter, and like those two dolls like got released around the same time even. It was just like, there's no way that's a coincidence. Beekeeper was not on anyone's radar before. I can tell you that. I'm really hoping this suit fits the American Girls. Oh, her hair is so soft. Oh. Oh, the little hat is so cute. Oh, I love it. Her hair's so soft, you guys. It's so soft. She is super cute. So it looks like maybe that's built in. She's like locked in here. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. She's got blue eyes. Can you guys see that? I can't tell if they're open or not. No, probably not. Stand her back up. How pretty she is. Oh my gosh. And her hair is gorgeous. She's seriously such a pretty doll. Love that hair. Ooh. Okay, boots are a little hard to get off. So cute. The accessories. This is like a little guide on what to plant to save the trees, or to save the bees, which is so cute. I love it. Alright, and then in here we have some Elite Doll World clothing. We got this cute little sweats outfit. I love that. And then I got two of these really cute crop top peasant tops and a pair of pink paper bag shorts. These are so stinking cute. And a romper. Oh, I love her rompers so much. I just love how they're like a complete outfit on their own. You don't have to like do anything else with them. So yeah, there's everything there. So cute. So cute. Okay guys, well that is all the drama that I have come across. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like I said, I'm sure that there are things that I missed or just didn't explain super well, but I don't know. I will continue to purchase from whoever has the better choice for whatever doll I have in mind. Because usually when I customize a doll, I kind of have like an idea of like the final look I want. So I go find a wig based off of that. And I'm going to continue to do it that way. Let me know down below if you saw this stuff on Instagram or what you thought about it. Anyway, that's it for this video. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!